Hello, and welcome back to Age of Wonders 3. Now, I know I've already done an LP of that, with this handsome fellow here, in fact, Miklik the Furtive. And since this is my favorite 4X game, and I feel the need to redeem myself for that performance, I'm going to be doing another run. So same things as before, DLC, I've got all of it installed. I'm running the single player and play-by-email balance mod. And is there anything else I wanted to say? Probably, but let's not worry about it. Same settings as before, except that in the last part I kind of complained that it took me way too long to actually have interaction with the other players. So we're going to be going to a small map size, but still 5 people. The maps are always a lot bigger. Recommended for 2 players. Well, we'll see. What does it say for medium, out of curiosity? 2 to 4, 35 to 60 turns. Yeah, no. That medium map was way too big. Continents, normal, this is fine. Advanced setup, Emperor small, surface and underground. Part of the problem last time was that we were the only underground player and the other 4 were all surface. We will be a surface player this time around, so we won't have that issue unless, I don't know, we get 4 goblin or dwarf players or whatever, which would be funny, but... let's see, village, yeah, all this is standard. Geography, again, standard. Walls and water are down. Wetlands, barrens, and mountains are also down to... because of Goblin, Tigrin, and Dwarf, just to nerf those 3 races ever so slightly, since those are the 3 underground races. Or the 3 races that function well underground, I should say. Tigrins are just all around good. But... we'll do all that. Allied victory is on. Unified victory 2 beacons, same as before. Classic turns, because I don't like simultaneous. Customize, everything looks pretty good. Advanced rules, no research at the start. This is for balance reasons, because I don't like having a summon, one player starting with a summon scout unit when the others do not. However, that's not going to matter so much in our case. Let's get into that. Customize leader. Okay, so I went customize new, and then I hit the random button over and over until we got a race, a class, and specializations that had no overlap with Miklik. You see here, Goblin, Druid, Water, and Destruction. So I kept doing that until I got something that was different. I ended up with High Elf, Warlord, Air Adept, Explorer, and Shadowborn Adept. This means we will be playing evil again. So I probably could have hit the random button on camera a bunch of times. I chose not to because I thought I would be doing a bunch of editing of the way my leader looks, because there are some weird options. But I kind of liked how this turned out. So just before we get into it, I want to quickly talk a little bit about High Elf, specifically about the elf lore. Yeah, so the only editing I did here was I gave her a name. Lavinia the Enforcer. So the High Elves. In the original Age of Wonders game, the High Elves, in the history of the original game, the High Elves were attacked by the humans and split into 2 factions, which were the Wood Elves and the Dark Elves. And this was in the opening cinematic to Age of Wonders 1 that this happened, so in the actual course of Age of Wonders 1 they had already split. The Wood Elves, of course, being good, and the Dark Elves being evil. Then Age of Wonders 2 and Shadow Magic, which is basically a standalone expansion for 2. Same situation. They were 2 separate races. But in Age of Wonders 3, for one thing, they sort of downsized because they added in the concept of class. They downsized the number of races in the game. And also, they got rid of the concept of fixed alignments. So now you can have... your orcs aren't necessarily evil. You can have good orcs or evil orcs. So they decided that between Shadow Magic and Age of Wonders 3, the elves would go under some sort of ritual. I think it's called the Mending, but it's been a long time since I've seen the lore on this, so I could have the name wrong. Where the Dark Elves and the Wood Elves basically reunified as a people. So the High Elves are kind of that. At first glance, they might seem like they're mostly Wood Elves. They kind of have that noble architecture and that very... I don't know, that style, I guess, like Unicorn Riders, Griffin Riders, things like that. Things that you would associate with the good elves. But they also have an undercurrent of electrical stuff, which is a nod to the Cult of Storms, which was the main evil faction, I guess, of the in the original Age of Wonders. That was the evil campaign. Was the Cult of Storms, playing a dark elf leader for that. So the High Elves are kind of an interesting race in that sense. So that's why there is only one elf race in Age of Wonders 3, as opposed to in the previous games where you had the good elves and the evil elves. Well, now they're just elves. Okay, High Elf Warlord. As a Warlord, this is going to be quite a departure from the Druid. When we played as a Druid, we were constantly having to use our casting points on summons to keep supplementing our army. As a Warlord, we don't actually have a summon. So we're free to use our mana in combat or for city enchantments, or just in combat. We'll be using a lot of this to get combat bonuses, casting spells in combat, which will be exciting. And how many times can I say the same thing over and over? Defeat all rival empires. Yes, there are 4 of them. That is an option. We can also ally with them. Protect our leader in Throne City. Keep that in mind. Let's not lose in a stupid way again. Unity beacons. This is another option as well. If we have 2 different races. All right, we have a hero offering to join us. Echo the Explosive. Oh dear. Of all the options, we got Echo the Explosive. Level 1 Dreadnought. Let's see the damage. Oh. Alright, I guess I thought you had Bomb Squad as your special. Do you have a special ability? I thought it was going to be Bomb Squad, which is where all people in the army have self-destruct on death, which is a questionable upgrade. Regardless, we'll take a Dreadnought. I like Dreadnoughts. My favorite class that I'm terrible at playing. So we'll get a hero right off the bat. Yeah, no, nothing special. I guess in a way, Explosive Death is actually a nerf. So they buffed him by removing his special ability. But it could have been fun. Research. Okay, so we don't have any summons, but we do have this spell here, the Zephyr Bird, because we have air magic. So this might not be a bad option, actually, to give us the ability to get a flying unit, so makes a decent scout. Raise Militia is also technically a spell, I suppose, that we can cast to create units, but this one creates an irregular unit, which is going to be the Initiate, Storm Initiate, I think, for the elves. At the cost of 100 population, so it slows down growth in order to get... We're spending mana and population in order to get free units. Well, not free, I guess, because we're spending mana and population on them. Off the beaten path, because of scouting, irregulars gain mountaineering, forestry, and wetlands walking. It's not bad. War effort, all of our cities get plus 10 gold income. It's pretty nice. Dread Siege. This is where we can start seeing how... one of the things I love about this series is how mana really has a different flavor for each of the classes. So in this case, as the Warlord, we still use mana, but we do it for stuff like this. Dread Siege gives minus 500 happiness to all units inside a city's domain. So we can really hit somebody hard. It's particularly nice against the halflings with their lucky ability. We can demoralize them before actually attacking them in a siege. Suffocate is just an attack spell. This is what? Plus 5 strength, overwhelm, and strong will for a turn. None of these really excite me, to be honest. I think we'll take Raise Militia, just because it'll be nice to have something to do. Right, so unique to the Warlord, the Scout unit. Every other class in the game has a summonable Scout unit. But the Warlord... Really? Really, game? You're gonna do this to me? 29 production. I need 30 production to get this in one turn. This is terrible. Okay, we're not gonna get that. We're gonna get the Builder's Hall. We're gonna get the Builder's Hall first, and then when we can one turn the Scout, we'll build a few of them. The Scout, it's a terrible fighter, but its main thing, mountaineering and swimming, so it can... Oh, and forestry. I guess this is because it's an elf, rather than... So other Scouts probably also have it, but maybe not. I'm not sure offhand. It can move around and explore. Alright, what are we going to do here? So starting army, we got a Storm Sister, Union Guard, again with that lightning damage on our pikes, Swordsman, Longbow, and Initiate. Not great. We do get a single Unicorn Rider, which is it's nice. Well, right, I was just playing Warlock. I need to get used to which commands are left click, which commands are right click, and all of that. Alright, oh, there's a city over there. Let's meet the city. Oh, darn it. Well, so hopefully we're going to meet the city. Before we grab these, because when we grab the Cartographer tents, it'll show us the nearest city that we haven't met. That looks like an elf town. I guess we might actually just want to run over there right away from the start. War Rider, Deep Guard, Crossbow, and Prospector. Interns on the growth. 7. Do we really want 7? I guess we'll have 2 stacks. Okay, let's move down here. Yeah, unlike last time, we had the Druid who had increased sight range. This time, we don't have that. So we're gonna be hurting on the vision. Let's start here. Where are you? What are you doing? Oh, you're throwing rocks at me. You jerk. Got a crossbowman, something to watch out for. It only shoots once per turn, but because of that, it's okay with running right up to you and then shooting. Okay, deep guards, you've got a pike. Right, so your nice thing is that you can phase. Teleporting cavalry. The the elves do not have a healer unit, but they do have possibly the best unit lineup in the game. Just in terms of strength and abilities and all of that. Alright, so we've got longbow, we got no range penalty because we're an elf. We also got +1 range damage because we're an elf, so normally archers would have an attack of 8. So I guess we'll come up here. Do that. Echo, what spells do you have? Flashbang. Okay. Force field is elemental, and repair fortification, not that useful. But I guess... Well, actually completely useless. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to say. As for my usual rules, I will be playing auto combat versus the AI factions. So I'll do manual combat against neutrals, but auto combat versus the AI. Part of this is because it is a play-by-email standard. That's just how that game is played. But also because the AI really... If I did manual battles against the AI, there would be no challenge. It's just, it would be way too easy to abuse the AI. The reason I suddenly thought of that is because this spell is going to be completely useless, because I will never be fighting a defensive battle in which I will want to cast this. I don't know, maybe the AI will make good use of it, but I'm not expecting much. Anyway, 23% chance. Resisted. Thought I would try. Yeah, we have no spells yet because it's our leader. You can hit us pretty hard. We're gonna wait. And you, I guess, will sit over here. Since we're probably gonna phase you into... Oh, smart. Brilliant. You blocked the pikeman, and now the pikeman's gonna attack my other hero. It's fine. We're probably not even going to phase, we're probably just going to charge, because then we get the charge bonus. There, look at that damage. And now they're not going to be able to do much. They're blocked in, so this guy can't get around. Yeah, you're trapped. This is not a good situation for those crossbows. Alright, pikes. Pikes are scary. So we want to... I was going to say we want to just take them out, but... Storm Sister, yeah, we don't... Our support is not a healer, but she does have Stunning Touch, which is amazing. And that way we can get the kill on a hero. Gotta get that experience. Oh. Oh, we can do this. Alright. Pike. We're gonna move here and defend. Just try to pin him down, make things harder for him. Get the kill there. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna ignore the pipe? Nope, you're gonna attack into it. Okay. And you're gonna attack into the cavalry with the crossbow and melee. Not the best situation for you, it must be said. We're probably not getting any experience on you anymore at this point. No, there was one more experience point to gain. So I was wrong. Oh, barely. Yeah, so we are, as usual, trying to stack as much experience as possible on our heroes. 17 and 11. Everybody else has minimal for... Oh, 9 on the guard. I guess that makes sense. 11. Yeah. This is how it's gonna go. Got a little bit of money. A little bit more money. Oh, brigand camp down here. Dwarf, human, dwarf. Worth taking out. Now we'll grab the haste berries. Yeah, we're leaving those until we've explored, at the very least, this city. Which I guess we're gonna have to go all the way around, so maybe we want to use you? Maybe. Maybe we'll just use you. Sun Guard, 2 Prowlers, and a Shredder. That is a nasty army. Alright, you meet the town of Las Emshin. Let us open our borders and sign a peace treaty or prepare to be destroyed. Oh, it's a tough call. I don't want to make my own people unhappy, but I'm trying to gain evil points because of my Shadowborn. I actually get bonuses when I'm evil with some of their skills. Relation doesn't matter, that's just for this town in particular. But we would make elves in general like us less if we were to just invade. Also, they have a wall. Okay, well... Oh, I have to pay for this. No. Okay, I guess this is how we're doing it. Oh, that's a pretty nasty army, actually. Wonderful. Well, this could be an absolutely terrible start. Alright. Yeah, not good. I had to auto-combat that because they attacked me. That's just how the rules work. Not ideal. We got a lot of experience, though. We lost the Storm Sister, which kind of sucks. Yeah, not a great start. Okay, we're gonna get a few scouts. Now that we've got Builder. Oh, what have you got left in here? Storm Sister, a longbow, and an initiate. And a swordsman. Get the refugees. 1,000. Is that enough for growth? Not quite. It helps though. Okay, I guess we'll clear this now then. Yeah, we lost the injured unit. And pretty terrible start. Oh nice, the Tigrans, yeah, they don't like the snow. That'll help a little bit. Okay, I mean, you've already got a medal. And you'll get a medal after shooting once, which I think adds to your damage immediately. So you'll be up to 11 damage. 11 to 15. I mean, you should... On average, this should be a kill if I do this. But then you're going to hit me... 15, 30. That's potentially a kill. And there's you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well we're gonna move here. We're gonna take that shot. Yeah, you're almost certainly gonna get attacked by this one prowler, but we can. Oh, we're out of range. Okay. Good. Okay. Unit down. You have like weird resistance to stuff, right? Yeah, martial arts. +5 defense against attacks of opportunity. Oh, this is going to be rough. We're going to move over here. You're probably going to do this, but we'll get a few attacks in on you anyway. We've got our swordsman. Move into range. Might as well cast a spell. Resisted. Okay. Oh. Surprised they spread out the damage. Okay, well that's really good for us because now we can really lay on the hurt. You are going to not hit that hard, actually. Yeah, you're a nasty unit, but you're not actually that terrible as far as pikes go. Not polearm, you've got guard breaker. I mean, you're way better than a tier 1 pike unit really has any right to be. Flanking, do we want to take the extra hit? No, we want to get the charge bonus. Has moved 3 or more hexes this turn. Okay, 1, 2, that is 3 hexes. So now we get our charge bonus. We might actually just kill it. We did not. Okay, well, give the hero the experience. Elf Initiate has an interesting ability. We can get another Storm Sister out of it if we get it up to Elite rank. I'm gonna go... yeah. Oh. Danger, danger. We got a lot of levels this time around. Okay, well we're gonna move you out this way. That way we get the flanking hit. And then... should just be able to finish you off like this. Nasty little fight. It's gonna take us a while to heal you because, as I've already said, elves don't have a healer. However, we can take Field Medic, which we will do, absolutely. It gives us extra healing with our Warlord. Not the most exciting level up, but it's gonna have to do. And we will push on here. This actually looks like a pretty decent city if we can conquer it. We get 2 gold mines and a farm off of it. Okay, we've got ourselves a scout. Excellent. We'll build another one. I guess we'll keep this in reserve for now. Oh, another elf village down this one, and that one doesn't have walls. Okay, we'll conquer that next, I guess. Necromantic Circle, that's going to be nasty on turn 6, I believe it is, when they spawn. So we have the ability to run through here. Do you have night vision? You do not. Okay. So underground is not the best option for you. Oh yeah, you can see we've already explored quite a bit of the map. This is gonna be fairly claustrophobic. That'll be good. Although having a terrible start like this on a claustrophobic map, maybe not so good. This is the problem. The longbowman. The rest of this isn't too bad. Well, Storm Sister's pretty scary too, but with what we've got. We want to do this now? Not really. Around. Oh, you've got a mana node and another farm? Oh, this city is amazing. Well, we can do it. We're just going to take casualties, probably. No point in attacking the swordsman because we're adjacent to the city. He would have been drawn in. How much experience do you need to level up? Pretty close. Right, we just have the 6 units. You're the only one who actually has spells. Force Field does give lightning resistance for 5 turns. Let's see, 15. I have a choice between a single flashbang or a single Force Field. Force Field helps against the Storm Sister and the Initiate. Right, it's a swordsman, not a pike. You do have your phase ability, so you can teleport behind the wall to attack somebody, but you're also really injured, which is why I was hesitant to do this. You're a problem. You're a problem. Are we just going for the wall? I feel like with this setup I have to do a range battle because I have but a few units. I'm gonna see what they do. Flashbang. is very tempting. Kind of want to do flashbang on the archers. What are the chances of that actually working? 70. It also does a ton of damage. The archer is the worst out of all of these, for sure. I think if I moved max, I would be in range. Yeah, see, let's look at that damage. It's terrible. That's not a fight that we're gonna win. Blinded. Got a range penalty. If I step here, 1, 2, 3, 4, it would still be a range penalty. It's really my archers that are gonna make this. Got that 1 extra damage. This is not a good fight. Fortunately, you're out of position. That's gonna hurt. That's an interesting move. Okay, I've got a few choices here. I can attack the gate and run up the wall using wall climbing. If I step forward here... Okay, that's a kill. Really blinded for one more turn. We need you dead. You're dead if you stay here. I'm gonna be sacrificing the Unicorn Rider to do this. Come on. Oh, you don't have enough movement for that. Okay. Putting you here does protect me. Oh, that's right, you have total awareness, because you're an elf support. Yep, cannot be flanked. You got 6 hit points left. If we go here... Maybe? Oh, didn't quite get it. Means you're gonna stun somebody probably. And yeah, you're dead. Although in all honesty, if I'm gonna lose one unit and that unit is the swordsman, that's actually a pretty good outcome for this battle. 2 hit points left. 2 hit points. 2 hit points left. But you're basically immune to that. Ah, this happened poorly because you're going to get another full attack, which is going to, well, you're not going to kill anybody with it, even if you get a crit, because we are. Let's see. You can. If we do this, because we can't use the musket 2 turns in a row, that's the problem. You could hit. Okay, they could kill me. They could kill my leader. Unless I run away slightly? Okay. Man, this was... I would like to do that, but if I do that, you're probably gonna die. So instead, we're gonna run away. See, that would have been a nice crit. Oh, are you sleep? You might die. Nope, they went for you instead. Okay, well, let's get the kills. Brutal. Well, that went about as well as it could have. Losing just the swordsman there. Hero leveled up. Do you get anything cool at level 2? For Dreadnought? Not really. Imperial Authority is kind of nice, but that would require you to be the leader. Vision range, I guess. I think we're just going to take stats. If we took Invention... this will put you up to 25 spell points, which would let you cast 8, 16, 24. You get 3 spells per battle instead of just 1. I almost never do this, but I think I'm actually going to go Wizard, given that I don't have any real use for my mana anyway. We're going to increase the casting capacity there. Absorb. Yeah, we don't... We're trying to be evil, but we don't need to be evil for the sake of... Oh, it's a lot of money, though. I was just saying, we don't need to be evil for the sake of evil, but that is a lot of money. No, this is going to be a really good town. It's got 2 farms, 3 gold mines once it grows, and a mana node already. Water node doesn't make any difference to us. We don't have enough mana. That's not true. A wind node would actually be better for us, I believe. But absorb. We're just going to absorb it. Yes, this will be a good city for us. It's a decent start. And now our army basically does nothing for a while because. Ooh, Box of Calamity. I just wanted to check something. Yeah, air node mana bonus. Alright, so the bonuses that we get. I guess I could have gone over this at the start. Every specialization gives you certain bonuses. As a Warlord, we just start with the ability to produce scouts. And also we always have the ability to dispel enchantments. Air Adept gives us +5 mana from air nodes. Of course, Explorer gives cities and boats +1 vision range. It's very situational, but Explorer didn't used to have anything, so this was a nice addition. I think it was actually from the developers. This wasn't balance mod. This is actually base game, but it is pretty nice that you get something at least. And then Curse's Rally for being Shadowborn, 5% cost reduction on gold cost reduction on pikemen and infantry units, which, as an elven warlord, that doesn't really excite us too much, I guess. I can't really think of anything. Wait, no, what am I saying? Warlord units. Yeah, the elf part's not so exciting, but the warlord part is. Okay, that'll be really good. Leaving this undefended is a bit risky as well. Alright, apparently that's just how I play. Oh, raise militia as researched. Okay, well that's fine then. So we can start casting this. Select new research. Produce Berserker. That's the main reason we did it. We wanted this, which is an infantry, which we get a discount on. And this will really help us out, giving us a lot more power. Embrace Darkness. From Shadowborn Adept. Okay, this is the reason why we want to be evil. All units produced in target-friendly city, and all units summoned within that city's borders, gain life-stealing, and become dedicated to evil, which means that we're going to have massive morale penalties if we try to use this without actually being evil. Researching this spell will make your leader and heroes dedicated to evil, which again will give us morale penalties. So this is not something we're going to do right away, but eventually all of our units will have life-stealing. So that's pretty cool. Berserker. It's not even a choice. You want to get those units going. Get our first settler. Let's see. Growth gets us another gold mine. If we got a settler, I guess we would come down here and get gold in production. Probably. There might be a third structure. Usually they're in clumps of 3. Let's explore down this way before we make any decisions. Oh, that's pretty nasty. 4 air elementals, a node serpent, and a frost wyvern. Gives us 50 casting points. And also a cataclysm. It's not great. Cavalry, longsword, archer, civic guard. It's not too bad. Really, we need more units, though. So I'm not interested in fighting stuff right now. Pretty nasty, but Flow Rock Quarry would be too terrible to have either. Alright, so we need units. Produce another longbow. Longbows are good. Am I playing too greedy? This is not necessarily what got me killed last time, actually. But I feel like the early game is all about greed, especially as a warlord, because you get bonuses for having lots of cities as a warlord. Alright, well we're going to ignore the underground for now. Okay. Gold. That'll be nice. I guess we'll grab this. Underground looks like a dwarf city. Thing is, that's not really that close to us. Sure, we can get the scouts over there, but we don't have anybody else who can. Now, we're gonna send this scout out this way just to make sure there are no hostile neutrals coming in. I'm also gonna start raising some militia. So get some free units to help defend. Early on, level up, nice. Shooting grounds give longbowmen and hunters +1 range damage. So if we were producing longbowmen after that point, after we build the shooting ground, they would get even more damage, which, I mean, they're good. More shooting grounds give a pitiful amount of population growth. I'm actually going to take military this time around. I guess being a warlord might be a part of that, but Raise militia. I don't really want this to shrink anymore. Affected, we lose 100 population points. That's fine. Yeah, and that's just going to give us our basic initiate units. Alright, well, let's raise more militia. And get 3 every 2 turns. Wait. 2 every 3 turns. 2 every 3 turns. Yes, math. Ah, okay, here we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so if we build out in here, like right on this spot, then we're gonna start with a mine and a magma forge. Oh, really? Just a single firstborn? I mean, I guess it is a tier 3 unit. But then one growth cycle will get us 2 more things. Yeah, that's where we're gonna settle. I kind of actually just want to take that out. It hits pretty hard, but no, this army is not really in a position to do much. Three longbows, huh? Or archers, rather. That's not too bad, actually. They're human archers, so should be fine. I think we missed our opportunity. This is going to spawn before we get to deal with it. Unfortunately. Oh, you don't have wetlands. Walking. I mean, why would you? You're an elf. It's okay. Grab that, and then we'll grab the road. Explore. Alright, well this is the destination for our army, ultimately. Let's see how strong they are. Declare war on another elf settlement. Maybe we'll be lucky and they'll be at war with us from default. Is there a population? Starting race. That's fine. We'll get them up eventually because we're going to spam settlers eventually. That'll deal with that. I'll make them happy. Watching for those brigands to spawn. Oh, we've met somebody already. A dwarf, maybe? With a name like that? And the boar. Yeah. Turn 6. Probably also a dwarf riding on there. Blomore the Silent. Peace be unto you. I'm sure we can reach a beneficial agreement. Okay, this looks like a theocrat. Nope, it's a druid. I was kind of hoping for a theocrat, because that would have been a class that we didn't get to see in the previous game. Double earth and also fire. You're currently slightly good. Well, not even slightly good. You have 25 points. I could just start racking up the points, but I don't need to be evil in that big of a hurry. Okay, if we move in here... Oh, there was a frostling in here hiding, and then there's you. We do this. It is both stacks. Not what we want. I think, unfortunately, I'm actually going to back off. also looking for a necromantic circle out here. Could declare war on another outpost. Probably will eventually, but let's wait. What have you got? 2 pikes and 2 swords. Yeah, as far as elves go, that's going to be much easier to deal with. Sundrin. Okay, we've got a rogue again. The protagonist of the main of the Elven Court campaign. Oh, here's your army. 2 unicorn riders. I envy you. Alright, we're gonna hide in the water. Okay, let's see what these rogues do. I don't really care what Sundrin's doing. Okay, good. They're... Well, okay, that part wasn't good. I didn't realize they had that much movement. But we can finish them off now. Okay, Berserker's done. So we can actually produce some decent units. Mounted archers are going to be amazing because we're going to get the elven longbows. They're going to have no range penalties. They're going to have the speed from being on a horse, and they're going to get the +1 damage for being an elf. With the range attacks, that's something to work towards. Monster hunters can swim, which is nice. And we also just unlocked Training Regimen. The golden mana production cost of archer, cavalry, infantry, irregular, pikemen, and warbreed units is reduced by 20%. So that'll help quite a bit too, makes everything cheaper. Is that literally every unit we can produce? No, it is not. That does not include siege, support, or ships. I guess all the S units. But it does include everything else. That's probably where we're going to go, honestly. Because we need to start producing units. And that'll also make them faster to produce. We have a quest available. Destroy a watchtower. We got a longbowman for it. And you get a peace treaty without becoming good. Okay, that might be worthwhile. Let's torch this. High Elf Town is ours. Makes the archers better. I'm probably going to go with the Builder's Hall. Let's see. Command gets us up to Mounted Archer. Alright. Could start doing Berserkers. An infantry unit with charge, because of course they are. Charge and Demolisher. These are very elven. And Overwhelm. More importantly, they just have a lot of health and decent defense and damage. So we could do these. Do we care actually about upgrading these to troopers right off the bat? They'll start off with 20 experience, 4 HP, 1 more damage. I mean, that's good, but in order to do it... Well, it's only going to take me 1 turn to get the arena, actually. Yeah, we'll do it. Did you not grab that? Guess not. Charger, 2 flamers, and a hatchling. That can be dealt with. Okay, there's a lot of good stuff down here. I was expecting to find Sundren's City, actually. Oh, I guess... Oh no, this is a neutral. Another neutral. The thing about elves, or about Arctic terrain, I guess I should say, elves don't mind Arctic. It's just elves and frostlings. Everyone else pretty much hates it. I guess dwarves are okay with it too, actually, but dwarves also have the option of being underground, so they don't really count. Oh, another player. Let's meet everybody. Argula. About an orc dreadnought? Argula Ironheart? Yes, a dreadnought. Okay, cool. We're gonna finish that off, but we're coming up on an hour, so I guess we'll deal with the brigands in the next part. And I'm just realizing that, wait, wasn't there a necromantic circle around here somewhere? Oh, did the AI clear it? That's actually good for me, because I don't want to have to worry about lost souls coming across the river. Yeah, we've got these little skull things. It looks like it's gone. Okay. Oh, that was probably Bullmore, if I had to guess. Well, I don't have to worry about defending my capital. I mean, I probably should, but yeah, you know. Anyways, yeah, we'll deal with these brigands in the next part. I will see you then.